So you are a writer?
Honestly, not literature. You guys got that under control. I cannot write formally for shit. I could never type for that long. At least for screenplays, there's a lot of spaces, so you can compartmentalize the fact that it's kind of tricking you into writing. You don't even realize that you wrote 500 words, you just wrote 5 pages. But I feel like for book writing, I feel like you guys can see everything you wrote in a day, and you're I feel like that would just make me so tired.
We've talked about this before, where how we measure success in writing, and mine is quantity and hers is quality.
Mine is, listen, when I'm writing papers for school and I have a word count, I'm oh, but that looks so long. And I'm maybe they won't count, I'll make the periods bigger, even so hopefully they wouldn't count the words. I'm yeah, that looks longer. I write screenplays, so I want to go into film. I've written 3 short films and a full-length feature. I was able to direct and produce one of my short films to get into film school. I got into film school back in May, which honestly I'm so glad, because they told me that I had to kind of get it on my own merit and swimming wasn't going to help. And I know that scares a lot of people, but honestly, I stepped up. I sent in my screenplay, I produced a short film, and I still got in, which honestly makes me feel so much better about myself, because then I know that it's I got in for me, not because I'm my swimming and that's attention or whatever. My merit is what got me into the school and the program, which is top 10 in the nation. And hopefully I'll be able to direct it. That'd be the dream.
So who would you cast in it if you could pick?
I mean, I guess it depends on what year I get it produced. Honestly, it could take 10 years, it could take 20 years, it could take 5. I've learned in the last few weeks that anything is possible if you just reach out. A lot of weird shit happens. I've really learned that recently, so who knows, it could be sooner than later. But yeah, I do know I want an age-appropriate cast. I want these kids to look 16 and 17, because I feel like in recent years, we've done really good with adult lesbian films. We got Portrait of a Lady on Fire, we have Carol, we have Happiest Season. We're getting more adult stuff, but I feel like our younger queer stuff is just really lacking.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be sexualized. I think that's what happens with a lot of teenage lesbian films, which is, I get it, lesbianism is pretty sexualized by straight men, but I don't want it to be a physical relationship. I believe we only have I wrote maybe 3 or 4 kisses in the movie, because the bond that those two share, there's Dakota and Sophie are the names, are very much, it's emotional and intelligent, and it's very much a mental connection and emotional connection more so than a physical connection, because they're 16 and 17. I really want to step into the film community ready to stir some things up, because clearly if I manage to do that in the swim community, I can find a way to wreak havoc. I'm a tornado.